we there? Are we there? We are. There we are. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? I have a hair in my... I have an eyelash in my eye, which is... I mean, it's not unusual, but it's a little bit annoying. But there we are. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Hope you are well. Hope you have gotten through, most of the week, whole so far. Or most of the week. Most of the work week, I suppose, that we would call it. Matt is here, excited. That's right, Jules. How is it going on Facebook and YouTube, of course, as we always do both. How's it going? It's my birthday in 2 days, says Sandra. Congratulations, congrats to you. My smallest daughter's birthday today, too. She's 1. Aw, Jenny, congrats to her as well, of course. Hopefully, maybe, you might win a little extra something to make her, perhaps, today. Of course, in the form of a coupon, because we're playing for 4 coupons in total today of $25 worth. Yeah, that is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be playing some trivia games. We're going to be playing 3 different games, 5 questions per game, so it's 15 questions in total. We will also be doing a little giveaway at the very end, but yes, that is amazing to see that it's all going well and you are all here. Hi Matthias, hi Cecilia, hi Kitty, hi Marion, hi Joanne, hi Debbie, hi Veronica, hi Anne, hi Christine, hi Linda, hi Jen, hi Ashley, hi Vespa, hi Kat, Kimberly as well. So it's good to see you all. Hope that you're well again. Cold and accounted for. Nice, Lisa. Now let's get into the... I mean, there's no reason to spend too much time doing nothing, right? We are here to play and to... do a little bit of trivia night, I mean, figure out what we know and what we don't know about. Perhaps some Hobbii yarns. There is the first quiz that we are going to be having. It's going to be like mainly Hobbii yarn focused. Then we will move on to some more general Christmas stuff, actually. And then at the very end, I have a true or false game for you all, where you have to see if I'm lying or not in terms of the statements that I'm putting out. So that is basically the 3 different games we have tonight. Each game is going to be basically on its own, so however way you do in the first quiz does not determine how you're gonna win, for example, the second or third quiz. So they're all individual quizzes, individual games you can win in that time. So let's move on. Don't worry, Matthias, I'm a Christmas expert. Perfect, Jules. Good to hear. Now, let's get going. Off work today, trying to use up my remaining vacation days. That's a good thing to do, Sarah, of course, before the year is over, I suppose. Now, boom. Booyah, because I think it should be there now. I probably need to move myself a little bit here. There we go. Welcome. This is my warm-up question to you all. And warm-up questions, they don't mean much, okay? They are basically just to show you how it works. And usually I get a little bit cheeky with it. Today is the same. It's the same, basically. I was listening to music while I was actually figuring out all these questions today and whatever else. And I was listening to some very specific type of music. You may not know it, and that's totally fine. This is just to show you how it works, so it doesn't matter if you can answer this or not. I just put it in there because it was what I was thinking of. Which is Matt's favorite Radiohead album? Now, is it 1, OK Computer, 2, Kid A, 3, Rain in Rainbows, or 4, Hail to the Thief? Which one? You may have listened to them, maybe not, probably not, because it is probably fairly niche for most people. It's not like the smallest band in the world, but whatever. Just tell me which one. You would put 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat, and that's how it works. So again, this is a warm-up question. It's just to show you how it works. You put 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat. We'll see how it goes. It's a little bit like for you guys at least out there who are fans, you would probably have a good guess. Maybe a good guess. Who knows? I mean, maybe you have your own favorite album here, and you might think that's the one. No, that's not how it is. I have no idea. I'm more of a Disturbed fan myself. I have listened to a couple. Like when I was a teenager, I actually listened to quite a bit Disturbed. Yeah, 10,000 Fists, I think the album was that I listened to the most, like I think Stricken and whatever else is on there. But which one of these is it? Is it OK Computer, Kid A, In Rainbows, or Hail to the Thief? In my opinion, there's only one answer here. They're all good, and especially 3 of them are really good, but OK Computer is a masterpiece, and so is Kid A, but it's actually In Rainbows. In Rainbows is the biggest answer. Hail to the Thief. I think there are not a lot of Rainbow Radiohead fans in here because I think Hail to the Thief is not usually that highly rated in comparison to these other three. Good guesses though. It is in Rainbows though. That is my favorite one. So those of you who know it, you probably, and you might even like it as much as I do. Now we're one basically. We're one now. This was a little warm-up question based on what I was listening to while figuring out the rest of tonight's questions. Who got it right? Alina. Does it say Alina? Yes, Alina got it right. Cecilia and Sophie as well. You guys, you in Rainbows, bros. That is what I like to see. But good guessing. Of course, you don't win anything from this, but the honor and me being like, you know what, you know me. I like it. Now, it might have been a lucky guess. Who knows? It's a pretty name as well. Rainbows. Oh my god, it's so cute. Now, let's move on to the actual games. Now you know how it works. And that is basically it. You put 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat. If you want to be absolutely sure, especially on Facebook, you guys on Facebook, I'm seeing you there. In Rainbows is amazing, says Sherilyn. Exactly, it is amazing. Weird Fishes, Nude, I mean, so many absolute bangers on there. Proud to be right, that's right, Liv. And that's how it should be. I picked 3 because you said the full name and it only reads part. Oh, interesting. I quite like Ramstein myself. Well, many of you are a little bit of some metalheads and whatever else, huh? I am liking it. I'm not, like, for metal, I'm mostly for Tool. That is mainly my, like, more metal-ish band, alternative metal, I guess, in a way. Whatever, Breaking Benjamin as well, whatever else. That's more my bands. I'm not that much into that sphere, sadly, but there we are. Now, let's move on to the actual games of tonight, of course. 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat. If you want to be sure, I need to finish my thought. If you want to be sure that your answer is going through, especially on Facebook, you can type the entire answer in, like, so your answer would be, for example, 3, and then the answer in the box, you know what I mean? So if it was in Rainbows, for example, you would type 3 in Rainbows, with spaces between. But in most cases, 1, 2, 3, or 4 should be enough to do it. It is just if you want to be extra secure. I love Tool. Let's go. Now, the Portobello mushroom. I have some Portobello right here. Look at that. No, you almost can't see it. There you go. Has many names for its immature/white state. Which of these is not one of them? The Portobello mushroom. Is it 1, table mushroom, 2, puffball, 3, champignon? Okay, it doesn't really. I don't know why it cuts off that. Maybe it's a word too long. But and then 4, button mushroom. Champignon is a French word for a mushroom, but is it the French word for a Portobello state? Is my question to you. So what do you guys know about mushrooms? I figured, like, I saw the Portobello, of course, is a fan favorite, and I figured, you know what, why not ask a little Portobello, a little mushroom question for all of you. That seems very before metal and fiber artists. Yeah, there is a big link between it seems like. You know, and I get that, because there's a lot of metal fans who are actually, like, some of the most chill people in the world. So that goes out to all of you, of course, as well. Probably the only answer I'll get right, Sarah. Well, you know, it's the one I knew. That's why I picked it, lol. That's right, Ashley. That's right. There we go. What do you guys think? Table mushroom? No, it is puffball, because puffball, as far as I'm aware, is a whole different type of mushroom. But of course, a Portobello mushroom could, in its white or immature state, look a little bit like or could maybe be called a puffball. If you would think, I mean, that's a little puffball, you're right? But puffball is a different type of mushroom, and many of you probably also knew that already. Thank goodness for Polish mother-in-laws. Oh, they have maybe taught you something. All I know about mushrooms is that they're yummy. They are yummy. Which of the following is not a Christmas yarn from Hobbii? Is it 1, Sultan Christmas, 2, Starlight Christmas, 3, Horizon Christmas, or 4, Friends Wool Christmas? Which of these is not a Christmas yarn from Hobbii? Which one is not? Of course, we are in the season now. December is upon us, and I mean, it's the 5th of December already. It's going so fast, so that's why we have a little bit of a Christmas theme, of course, holidays theme, whatever you might call it, based on our own. I mean, we have so many decorations up here in the office now. for Christmas. There's a Christmas tree in our canteen, whatever else. So we are getting into the spirit as well over here. And we've also gotten our advent calendar, like a chocolate advent calendar, which I have been maybe cheating a little bit on because I won't be here in the weekend or next week. So I'm kind of like, I have taken for the next few days. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna be here to open them on time. So I mean, why not? I mean, you can cheat a little bit, or maybe that's heresy. Who knows? Now, let's see which one it is. Is it Sultan, Horizon, or Starlight, or Friends Wool that doesn't have a Christmas version? Now, let's see. Okay, there we go. It's being a little weird, but it got there in the end. It is Sultan Christmas doesn't exist. Sultan Christmas does not exist. Starlight Christmas is actually like a very... Starlight, I don't think we have it anymore, but we used to have Starlight as a yarn. It's like reflective, and it does come in Starlight Christmas actually. So Starlight is still available, just in the Christmas version. But I don't think the actual Starlight, the old Starlight, is still available. But it was a Matt, that is devious. Sorry. Guess the Hobbii yarn. Guess the Hobbii yarn. Wait, what? 100% wool, 50 grams, bulky weight. Which yarn am I? Is it 1 Snowstorm, 2 Highland wool, 3 French wool, or 4 Easy Care? Which of these 4 does that description match? Which Hobbii yarn am I? Have you worked with me before? Whichever yarn this might be? Snowstorm, Highland wool, French wool, or Easy Care? Yeah, this first quiz is mainly about Hobbii yarns, and then the next quiz is like a more generalized Christmas stuff actually, and then we're going to a true or false thing where you have to guess if I'm lying in my statements or not. That's just to sum it up. So if you came in late, for example, you can still join for the other quizzes and join from a blank slate. Just so you know, you are not too late for that. You are too late probably to really win this first quiz, but we have many more. I missed the mushroom answer. Which one was that? Well, it was puffball. Puffball is not a thing that you call a portobello mushroom at all. It is a different type of mushroom entirely. I pressed the wrong number. No, Lisa, no. It is Snowstorm. Snowstorm is 100% wool, 50 grams, and bulky weight. That is what it is. I mean, I can tell, 50 grams, 100% wool, and a bulky weight. There we go. That is Snowstorm, and most of you had it right. Highland wool, I think it's one beneath it in terms of weight. I'm pretty sure, because I checked it, but I'm pretty sure it's one below. I think it's a medium Highland wool. I think. But guess the Hobbii yarn. 65% wool, 35% acrylic, 510 meters. Worsted weight. Which yarn am I? Which yarn am I? Is it 1 Winter Glow, 2 Manaya, 3 Lollipop, 4 Cascada? You put 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat right now to make sure that your answer goes through. And just so you know, your first answer is gonna be locked in, so you can't answer multiple times, change your answer. So think about it before you do it. Just make sure that you are on the right path. Yeah, my brain is expanding with every question. Well, that's also a little bit, a part of what we're trying to do here. A little bit of maybe knowledge about it. While I just switched to YouTube stream and I was way behind on the FB one, there is a difference in the... but the thing is, live reacting does actually consider the delay on Facebook, for example, next to YouTube. Because our YouTube stream is faster, is less delayed, but the Facebook, like it does account for that. So people on Facebook, live reacting accounts for the delay there, just so you know. So there is a balance in the force. Because I've seen a lot of people win from Facebook in the last few quiz times when we had YouTube up as well, so it definitely is accounted for. Manaya! It is Manaya! There it is, Manaya is the yarn, because it is 65% superwash wool and 35% acrylic. It's also 510 meters, which I think Winter Glow is longer. I think it's 800 something. And then I think it's also a different blend of things. Now I can't remember it, but it is definitely 60. No, it's not 60. It's like 80 or something. it is a different blend. I promise that. So it's not Winter Glow. Guess the Hobbii yarn: 70% polyamide, 21% acrylic, 9% wool, 50 grams. Worsted weight. Which yarn am I? Darn, I even have that yarn. Oh no, Mama. Mama G, not Mama, as in like I'm talking to Mama. She is called Mama G in the chat. Darn nabbit. Is there a price for getting every single question wrong, Crystal? Crystal, there isn't that, but there is maybe. I feel that you've done your best, and that is how it is. I've never been on the right path, Matt. Well, you know, next few quizzes might be yours, to all people who might not be doing so hot in this one. This is the last question for the first quiz, and we'll find a winner of $25 gift card with this quiz. So whoever has gotten the most points, I guess, over these last 5 questions, well, I don't guess, I know, will be winning that coupon. So the number one quizzer in this one, the trivia master of this quiz, will be going away with a $25 gift card that I will send to you as soon as possible. Metallico is the one. As you also see here, it does have 70% polyamide, 21% acrylic, and 9% merino wool. So as you see, that is exactly the numbers that you see up there. And it's also 50 grams and also a worsted yarn weight. So it wasn't Pearly Haze or Mocktail or Colorina, it was Metallico, and most people also had that one. 5 out of 5 for me, says Elizabeth McGuinness. You know your yarns. You know your Hobbii yarns, huh? I should pay more attention to my yarn. Well, the winner is not me, that's for sure, says Betsy. And Carrie says, yay! Because, wait, Langley Calhoun. Sorry, Langley. I'm just a little bit blind, apparently. I need to read it. Langley Calhoun. I hope I'm saying that in some kind of way that is acceptable. But Langley, I'm just going to write down your name here so I know how to find you. I'll send you a message on Facebook, of course, on Messenger, and I will find you. And if that doesn't happen, you can write to us. In the future, we're going to have a different sort of system for all these things, but that is not the case right now, because I simply did not prepare. Well, actually, I do have a little. I do have the graphic, actually. I can show it to you. It might be easier this way, but email us at live@hobbii.com in case you don't receive your quiz prize from me. So take a screenshot of this if you've won, and I'll show it also later in this episode, of course, as well. But redeem your coupon here, $25 coupon, by emailing us here if you are the winner. And of course, we do test and check if you are or not. So yeah, in case I don't get to you, you can email us there, just so you know. Now, I think it's about time that we go to our next quiz, where we have wiped the slate clean. We're starting from the bottom up, and that means that we actually will, yeah, you will have a chance now, if you joined in late, to win here. Now, I like your shirt. Well, thank you. It says a distorted reality on here, and then it has this on the, as you see, it does seem like a reality that has been distorted a little bit. Boom. There we go. I'm a little bit too tall for this. There we go. Boom. Closest guess quiz. And that means you just use your numbers. Just so you know, I have also made sure to kind of specify what, like there will be a couple questions that will be in the millions. Where, for example, if I want to say, like, if I want to say 10 billion, then I type 1,000, because that is, no, 10,000. 10,000 million. 10,000 million would be 10 billion, right? So that's how I would say it. There are these specifications for some of these questions, just so you know. Not in this case, though. Since its launch in November 2021, how many English bingo sessions has Hobbii hosted in total? How many English bingo sessions has Hobbii hosted in total since the launch in November 2021? And this is just numbers, and your first number locks it in. So be sure that you're actually typing the correct one. Now, I just saw an answer that is basically right on. actually a couple of them. I'm like, you guys have a great fast math. You can't Google this. It's not Googleable. So that is amazing that some of you got so close. Basically right on. I mean, there's not a person who has gotten it bang on yet, but I've seen a couple people 1 away from the actual answer. Quite a few people, so your math is really good. I'm the winner finally, thank you. Yes, Langley, and see, Langley was on Facebook, so just to the Facebook people out there, the delay is not a factor in winning or not. Like, YouTube is faster, the stream is less delayed, but it doesn't mean that live reacting gives you less of a chance to win. So, correct answer was 155, and I saw so many people saying 154, and I saw Stacy actually came out with 155, and also Angel, and Crystal. Crystal was the first one I saw, the first answer I saw, and that was 154, and I was like, whoa. That was bang on. That was an amazingly fast math there, Crystal, as well. And of course, Stacy and Angel coming in with like the bang on answer, which is also just amazing. You were 1 off, Meg? Oh no. Now, what year was the first recorded Christmas celebrated in England? What year was the first recorded Christmas celebrated in England? So, you gotta tell me, what year was that? What year was that? And you just type out like the... Yeah, I mean, exactly, like someone just wrote 1430 or 780 or 1578 or something like that. That is exactly how to answer this one. I really thought there were more. Yeah, Liv, I mean, we have, of course, missed a couple of sessions, but only like 5 or 6 or 7 sessions maybe total over the years. So, yeah, I mean, we have been pretty much on it for the English bingo sessions. Yeah. Now, let's see. They used to be on Sundays, actually. You might remember that if you're like an OG bingo player. They used to be on Sundays, our bingos, and we moved them to Mondays because it kind of sucked, to be honest, to be at work on a Sunday. So we all were like, okay, yeah, we'll move it to Monday. Let's see. The answer was, 1038 was the first recorded Christmas celebrated in England, and that is at least how far from what I could find. That is the date that I could find mostly, because that was also around the time of Europe, or I guess more Northern Europe, getting more Christianized or whatever else. So that does make a lot of sense to me, at least. I think it was also around the same time that Denmark became Christian, so that makes sense. Although we are coming back to that later on. Man, I was way off. Not even close. Wow, so many got it correct. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. During Roman times, which month of the year was December in the calendar? During Roman times, which month of the year was December? Like, was December, what was it called? Or no, what was it called? When was it on the calendar? When was December? Because December was a thing, but when was it? That one I know for sure. Nice. Good job. I'm seeing a lot of right answers. Let's see. I remember Sunday bingos. Who said that? Nicole Woods, of course. Nice. Yeah, I mean that was quite a time, and also I mean it was also a time where we had like maybe 3,000, 4,000 people playing with us in the English bingo. Now we're 12,000. So thank you to all of you for coming and like having this community with us. And yeah, I mean it's just really fun to do it. And it's 10. December used to be the 10th month of the year. Of course now it's the 12th, but it used to be 10 because I think December means 10 in Latin or something like that. I'm pretty sure. So I start on Sundays as well. Well, Susan, nice. If you know Latin, it's easy, yeah. So it is in Latin, of course, that it is 10. I guess it would be. But sometimes we need to have some easy ones or easier ones. And many of you, of course, got that right. Julia and Alexis and Sally and whatever else got it the fastest. But, of course, that is still... Oh, yeah, it's all coming together. Yeah. Now, How many plays does Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You have in millions on Spotify? So, for example, if you want to type 432 million, then you type 432. And that also goes for if you want to go even higher than that, you just do it in millions. So how many millions of plays does Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You have on Spotify? Spotify is what I use, so that's why I base it on Spotify, but you might have Apple Music or Amazon Music or YouTube Music, whatever you might have. There are many different services, but I use Spotify, so that's why I picked that one. Also probably the most popular one, I would guess. Now, let's see. Many good guesses, many good guesses. Of course, I will also tell you that you get more points for the faster you are. So if you are someone who Googles these things or goes on Spotify to check it right now, you will get less points than people being a little bit off, even though you were right on because you took some time to go and Google it. So there is a little bit of an anti-cheat measure in there as well. And of course, as I said before, the delay on Facebook versus YouTube does not account live reacting accounts for all of it. So it is all Gucci. I looked after my answer, and oh my god, that is so many plays. Yeah. Drop your Spotify playlist, Matt. I have one. I have a few, of course, but I have one big one, my main playlist with all the songs, and then I take the songs into different playlists of moods or whatever else. And the main playlist has like, I mean, I can check it right now on my Spotify actually. It's probably not that much compared to other people. Maybe it has 1,800 songs. So it takes some time to load whenever I open my playlist. It's a little annoying. Why did it just go back to the same question? We are already through. Oh my god, it was, it was, how many millions? It was 1.9 billion, so 1,944 million, sorry. Now, Jul is the Danish word for Christmas, but word originally a Christmas tradition. Which century does the records roughly trace Jul back to? And it is also like a Germanic thing in general, so it's also just northern Europe, basically. Also Scotland, I think, as well, and Ireland and whatever else had Jule, whatever. Like the word itself is traced back even further back than this question is referring to. But the first records roughly trace Jule back to what century? Yeah. Oh my god, I distracted Matt. Well, there you go. But I have quite a few. Why do I see answers to questions even before the question comes up on YouTube? You might be behind, Patricia. You might be behind in the stream, or maybe people are writing with delay as well. That could also happen. It is the 5th century, so it's 5. Oh my god. Yeah. The 5th century. 5. I should probably have... Which century? I mean, the 5th century. Like, you talk about centuries in 5th or 6th or the 20th, right? That's what I thought. But I saw a lot of people writing 600 or 500 or whatever else. I don't know. Should I have specified that? Well, Rita Lemon McCarthy, I believe that might be. Rita, congrats to you. Rita Lemon. We brain farted. It's okay. Okay. So it wasn't mainly maybe on my behalf. Yes. Okay, I could have specified that, but next time we will do that, of course. I don't think I've ever been on a closest guest board. Nice, but here you are. I'm seeing you. Where are you? I'm trying to find you. What was it? Cheer and you didn't say that you were there. You just said that you haven't been there before. Fair enough. But second place to Crystal. Nice. Congrats to you, Crystal, of course. But it is going to be Rita Lemon who goes away with a $25 gift card. So congrats to you. Too difficult, the questions. We have a few good questions here coming up. Okay. This next quiz is a little bit easier probably because you will have to kind of... There is really only... It's a 50-50 because it is true or false. And that means that we will actually be finding... there we go. You will have to tell me if what I said here, or what the question says, or not really the statement the statement, is it true or is it false? That is your... Matt, is your beard red? Yes, my beard is red, but my hair is like brownish. So it's a little funny that I have that. But it's very common in Scandinavians. I mean, it's probably also in Scotland and whatever else. But it's a very common thing here in Denmark to have that. Now, true or false? One of the most beloved Christmas series in Denmark is about Ragnarok, a catastrophic event in Norse mythology. Is that true or is it false? Note to self, next time I do quiz, not to bother saying hello to everyone. Wait, what, Tina? What's going on? Oh, is it because nobody said hello? Oh, that's too bad. Not gonna lie, I was confused. Fair enough. Fair enough. I need to hear the story. Well, I'm not gonna. I'm like the story from Tina or what? Hello, Tina. Hello. My husband had a red beard and blonde hair. Oh, okay, cool. I mean, fun combinations. My husband has the same for his hair colors. Yeah, I mean, it's just very common, I suppose, to have that change. But is it true or is it false that there is one of the most beloved Christmas series in Denmark is about Ragnarok, which is a catastrophic event in Norse mythology? Is that real or is it? It is true. It is true. Many actually thought it was fake, but no, it is true. It is called Jul i Valhalla, which is basically Valhalla. Christmas in Valhalla, basically. I mean, Jul, of course, being a tradition that traces back to Viking and Norse stuff, right? But basically, it is, Christmas in Valhalla, and it is actually about the Fenris wolf that kind of becomes evil, and then at the very end of the series, ensues war. And it has a good ending, though. It has a good ending. It's also for children, funnily enough. It's a children's series, and it's very good. True or false? In the Hobbii cinematic universe, Wool Woman's arch nemesis is Mothman, and they are featured in multiple videos fighting over the dominion of the world of yarn. Is it one true or two false? One true or two false? What do you think? Didn't realize it was a Christmas series. Yes, it is. Jul i Valhalla. Every time I get a question right, I got to do a little dance. Nice. I mean, you gotta celebrate a little bit. I'm part Norwegian and a mix of everything. Red hair, white eyebrows. Whoa, okay. That is pretty impressive. Thank husband who love Norse mythology and religions. Most men have some red in their beard. That I've seen lots of that as well. Yeah, true. Now let's see. One for true or two for false. So is this true or false? Well. I think the truth lies in the wording of this one. The answer lies in the wording, because I've worded it in a certain way. Mothman is the nemesis of Wool Woman, in theory, but he hasn't featured in any videos yet, because Mothman is still just a concept. But we want to make Mothman, we want to have them in videos, because it would be really fun. You have Wool Woman, right? Superhero yarn character. They need a nemesis, a super villain, Mothman, coming to eat up the yarn. That is perfect. We will be making it at some point, of course. I really want to play Mothman as well if I can. I hope I can be cast as Mothman, but if not, it's also okay. Mothman will live on. He's a great character, at least, in any way. Now, true or false, it has been proven that crochet has its roots in ancient Egypt, being found in tombs from as far back as 1690 BC. Is that true or is it false? One for true or two for false? You'll be Mothman. I live near the Mothman Museum. Wait, what? I mean, is there a Moth museum, or are you saying that there is something that's already called Mothman? Or are you just saying it for fun? This is terrific. You must be Mothman. I hope so. This was a question during Black Friday stuff. Was it? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I came prepared. Well, you need to remember that, of course, there are many things about the sentences that are right that could be true or could be make it false. So you might think it's false and then it's true because I worded it in a certain way. But it could also be the opposite. Mothman is a cryptid in the US. What? Mothman is a cryptid? That's amazing. I want to be Mothman now. I mean, that's cool. You have some lore behind him. It is false. And you know why it's false? Because I made it up. I made up this entire... I mean, the crochet has been found in tombs, but not back to 1690 BC. That's completely made up. And also proven to be from Egypt. Actually also not been proven, because there are many countries that actually claim that it originated there, in Spain, in the Middle East, Egypt as well, of course, and also in other places. So there are many non-truths. It's not proven to be from there at all. So just saying that was because I made it up. That's right. True or false? The Hobbii Live has never missed a bingo in the Christmas to New Year's period. Have I been perfect? Have we been perfect? Have you been listening? Have you not been listening? Did you hear me talk about it earlier? Did you not? Will I pat myself on the shoulder, on the back, and be like, I hit every single bingo possible. We never missed it. Determination. Or am I just saying all this to steer you off of the right answer? Or am I not? Am I trying to double back and make you think that you should say false or true or false? I'm thinking so hard my hand hurts. My head hurts. Matt's facts. I'm seeing a lot of twos. You guys really don't believe in me, huh? You guys don't believe in us, and that's okay. That also makes sense, because earlier in this very live stream, I did say that we have missed a couple of bingos, of course, because we have holidays, we have various things that like kind of stops a bingo sometimes. It just happens. So we have missed a couple of bingos, especially over Christmas or New Year's. Also, I want to say this, or put this in here, to say that that's also going to happen this year. Just so you know, we will miss a couple bingos in this new year. I don't know if it's going to be 1 or 2 sessions, but it might be either or. We will say it whenever we know for sure. True or false? Before Apollo 11's departure, Gwen Matthew Man, that's a weird name, huh? Matt. A former world record holder in fastest knitting stitches. Fastest knitting stitches per minute, knitted a sweater for Neil Armstrong, and that sweater is now held at a museum in Ohio. Is this true or is it false? This is a very strange and long sentence. Have never played Hobbii Bingo? Have you never played it? Tina, join us on the Hobbii app. We have a Hobbii app where you, of course, you can see all our yarns and the accessories and all that stuff, but we actually also have Hobbii Bingo there every Monday at the same time as this quiz time. Actually, every Monday at 5 p.m. CET, same time as this right now. So yeah, that is always amazing. Ohio! Oh no, I have summoned the Zoomers now. Because it's apparently Ohio has become some kind of meme in Zoomer culture. I'm also a Zoomer myself, but a very old Zoomer. True, it is true. Gwen Matthew Man is a former world record holder in fastest knitting stitches, but she also did knit a sweater to Neil Armstrong, and that sweater is now held at a museum in Ohio. It's actually called the Museum of. Let me just check here. It is Ohio History Center. Which I assume is a museum. It must be, since it's a history center, right? And then she also actually made a sweater for the boxer Richard Dunn, who defeated Muhammad Ali in 1976. So some facts there, and also we have a winner. It is who's that? Chelsea Walters, I believe that might be Chelsea Walters. It is Chelsea Vultures. Congrats to you, Chelsea. Let me just write it down. Chelsea Walters, and we had Nicole Woods on the 5 out of 5, by the way. 2 people 5 out of 5. Nicole, so sorry, but it is Chelsea that goes away with it. Was a little bit faster, perhaps. And then Fortune at 4 correct ones as well on the podium. Very good going to all of you. And now we have ended our quiz time segments, but we have a little fun ending, of course. As always, we are going to be having a little giveaway. And that is for a $25 gift card. There we go. There I am. You type hashtag Hobbii quiz in the chat right about now. And then we will find a winner. A random winner beyond all of you. We can't really put you in the randomizer unless you type that, because that's how the game thing works. So you gotta type hashtag Hobbii quiz in one go. One go. No spaces. No spaces. We did good. You guys did good. I hope you enjoyed today's quiz. I hope you enjoyed today's questions. I realize some of them were a little bit hard, but sometimes I had this feeling that it also should, like, some of them should be difficult, so we weed out the people who kind of, like, it can't be too easy throughout the entire thing. We need to actually find the quiz masters, so it's not just about being fast, you know what I mean? I think also with the difficulty of questions going a little bit up, or at least some of them, you also do, I guess, go against that speed has a factor, whereas it's more about being correct that has a factor. And I think that's better for the game itself, and for the righteousness feeling of, like, you know what, I earned that win, you know? I came in 16th place. Let's go, Brandy. That's really good out of 220 people. I'm top 3. Let's go, Fortune. Yeah. And also, let's see. Thank you. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you. And this is my last stream before I go on a little vacation thing. It's not really like I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm just going to be home and chill a little bit after a few months of a lot of streams, of course. So I'm going to chill next week. And, of course, we will have bingo and live shopping next week, as always, with Louisa and Steven and so on. So I hope you guys enjoy that, me being away and them taking over. And maybe that becomes a little... Maybe after I'm coming back, maybe you're like, you know what, Matt, we don't need you anymore. They were so fun. What do we need you for? I'm kidding. I will be back no matter what, even if you do think that way. You cannot get rid of me that easily. But thanks, Matt. I learned some things today. Nice, Ellie. Thank you for hosting today. I can feel the wrinkles forming in my brain. Yes, it's time to become anti-smooth brain. The Advent Calendar series about Ragnarok was not good. It is if you're a kid. It is if you're a kid, and also, I mean, I still like it because I liked it when I was a kid. I watched it a lot. We also have an Advent Calendar series with 24 episodes. Anita Tio, oh my God, Anita Tio! Oh, you won the last one. Congrats to you, Anita. There you go. But we do also have one that is called the Julekender, which is basically a whole Advent Calendar series of 24 episodes. Where the whole joke is that they're speaking half Danish, half English. And it just makes no sense. It is such a silly show. The songs in it are also half English, half Danish. And it's kind of like a commentary on modern language, like how many English words make it into a slang words in Danish, and so on and so forth, right? Like a little bit of like mingling there between the languages. It's also a funny one. It's really fun. If you ever want to watch I guess, Danish humor. That is very much Danish humor right there. Now, congrats to the winners. Congrats to all the winners. And guys, to all the winners, of course, if you don't hear from me, you can send a email to live@hobbii.com and redeem your coupon there. If you don't hear from me on Messenger, of course. So I will make sure that I will try at least. But if you don't, you can email there to redeem your $25 price. Now, I need some water because I'm having a little bit of hiccups. So thank you so much for coming in. I'm learning Danish. Maybe I'll pick some stuff up. There are some good shows there to watch for sure. And if you ever want to watch a really good series on the cultural differences between Denmark and Sweden, watch Broen, the bridge, basically. It's really good. And I think it also is very acclaimed in England. I think it was very popular in England. So that is a really good one. It also got an Americanized version, but nobody needed that or watched that because it just wasn't very good. Because it didn't have that same, but that's a really good series at least to get into. There's many others, Born, whatever else. If you want to get into Danish media that has actually like gotten beyond the borders of Denmark and actually become a thing that people watch in general. Now, sorry for taking this longer than it should be or further than it should be. I would just like to thank you all for joining today and joining the community aspect of this. That is why we do it. That is fun. It is great. And I thank you for the people who say enjoy your break, have a great break. Thank you. I will, hopefully, and I hope you guys are going to be good and stay safe until I see you again. And of course, just hope you get in the spirit, the holiday spirit, and if not, then, you know, it is what it is. Hopefully you just have a good time in general anyway. Now, I'll see you guys, in 2 weeks, I suppose. Bye-bye. See you. Bingo Monday, Steven will be there, maybe also Louisa, and so on and so forth.